like this, talk like this, look like this, you could never. Bad red bone from the south, round hitting licks with a yellow.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to me down below and hit the bell icon so you know every time that I upload. And yeah, if you could tell from the title of this video already, then you know I'm gonna be talking about some ways that you can get over a breakup. This kind of goes back to my previous video, so if you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that already. I talked about the time that I had got ghosted, which is a couple of months ago, but these are some things that I use that helped me to get over that relationship. So hopefully if you are going through something like this, then these tips help you. I hope so. But yeah, definitely go check out my last video, and yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so my first piece of advice is to cut off all communication with that person. You don't want to be still trying to talk to that person after you guys break up. That's counterproductive, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna probably end up wanting to still be with them, even if you are gonna try to be friends. That don't work. You need to cut off communication with that person. It's gonna be hard because, like, how do you stop talking to someone who you speak to every single day, and you just stop all of a sudden? Like, that's really, really hard, but it has to be done because you don't want, again, you don't want there to be anything that ends up hurting your feelings, because yeah, y'all might be friends, but let's say that person starts talking to someone else and you end up finding out about it, or they tell you about it, but y'all are so-called friends, but you might feel some way about it because you're just like, dang, I kind of thought, like, you know, like, it's just, to me, it's a little weird. You need to stop talking to them. Even if you're not just trying to be friends and you just occasionally keep up with that person, stop it. Counterproductive. You're gonna hit that person up, hey, what's up, da 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 da. Then y'all gonna end up trying to win a link, and then after that, y'all know what happens. And then you're gonna be butthurt because they're not gonna talk to you after that, or whatever y'all end up doing. So again, do not keep talking to your ex. That's not it. Or if you do, give it some time first. Just don't jump in and be like, you know, basically acting like nothing ever happened, because something did happen. You need to deal with those issues. You just don't continue speaking to them, because again, you could say that there's not, but there's feelings still there from one or the other, one person or the other. Somebody still has feelings. Leave them alone. My next piece of advice is to do something that keeps you busy. Like, do something that occupies you. Pick up a hobby, whether that be drawing, writing, go take a walk outside, start reading a book. You know, do something that really can distract you from all of that, because you don't really want to sit there and dwell on it or think about it too much, because no, you don't want to keep continuing thinking about your ex. So do something that, you know, keeps you occupied, and something that you like to do. You don't want to do something that you don't like to do, but do something that you like to do. It'll keep you distracted, thus you don't end up thinking about your ex. You'll move on faster. And speaking of moving on, my next tip is to don't try to move on too fast. And what I mean by that is, like, don't try to talk to someone too quickly. You're gonna end up only hurting yourself or that other person, because if you're sitting there, you know, going to talk to other people, and then it's like, but you're also trying to protect yourself because you know you just went through a breakup and you don't want to go through that again, but you're gonna end up hurting that other person. Because if they actually do develop feelings for you and you sit there and then you're over here in protective mode because you just got out of a relationship, that's not fair to them, and you don't really have no business being in a relationship anyways, because you're not fully over your ex. So I definitely think that unless you deal with those issues and you allow yourself to heal from that situation, then I feel like you should be able to speak to other people. But you have to allow yourself to heal from it. You can't just talk to somebody else and hope all those feelings goes away, because it doesn't. And then if you do end up getting in a relationship with them, you're still holding on the feelings from the previous one because you never fully got over it from the first time. So don't go talking to someone too quickly just because you want someone to love you, or you craving that attention, because obviously you're not getting it anymore. Just don't jump into something too quick, because that's how these toxic relationships hurt, because y'all don't ever be fully over your ex, my opinion. But yeah, definitely don't try to jump into something too fast unless you know that you're ready. Be ready before you try to move on talking to someone. My next piece of advice, now this is a hard one, and this is one I have a problem with doing myself, but that is delete everything. Get rid of everything that reminds you of that person, and that means delete them photos, those videos. Get rid of those gifts that he gave you. I ain't saying he or she gave you, and I'm not saying you gotta throw it away, but put it in a box somewhere, put it back in your closet, and don't think about it, don't touch it, leave it alone until you get over it. And again, I have issues doing this because I don't know, it's not that I don't want to delete them, but it's just like I have no idea, I just don't do it, which I'm telling y'all to do that, but obviously learn from my mistakes. So definitely delete all of that stuff, the pictures, the videos, the text messages. I can't never. But definitely get rid of all those pictures, those videos, those text messages. I keep my text messages. That's one thing I need my receipts. I'm not getting rid of my text messages. But definitely get rid of that stuff because you don't need it. Because you're going to sit there and scroll for hours, rereading all of that stuff, looking at all of those pictures, and you're just going to make yourself sad for what? So get rid of it. You don't need it. I promise you. Unless you have some type of plan to get back with that person, girl, delete it. Well, you don't even have to delete it. Put it in a cloud. And that way you would have to actually try to go look for it. Now, if you go do that, that's on you at that point. But yes, get rid of all of that stuff that reminds you of that person. It'll help you. Never came. Okay, so my next piece of advice, I gotta hurry up because before he wakes up. But my next piece of advice would be to, when you do feel like you're ready to move on, allow yourself. Don't sit there and hold on to that person who you're no longer with. A lot of the times people might feel, oh, he was the only person that loved me. Oh, nobody's ever gonna love me like he loved me. Oh, how will I ever get over him? That was my first love. Blah, blah, blah. Allow yourself to move on, because 9 times out of 10, that ex of yours has moved on to someone new. And there's nothing wrong with that, but allow yourself to be open to talking to other people. And that doesn't even mean a relationship has to come out of it. You can create a lifetime friendship with someone from just, giving it a shot. Again, it don't never have to be nothing to where you have to be in a relationship with whoever you're talking to, but allow yourself to move forward. Don't sit there and hold on to the past. He wanted to be in the video, but I'm gonna try to hurry up and finish this up. But yes, allow yourself to move on, to move forward. Because again, 9 times out of 10, they moved on to someone new. and you're allowed to like someone else. You're allowed to be happy just like they are. The last thing I would say is to be vulnerable. I know that might be like, be vulnerable, but no, like when you do go through the breakup initially, cry. If you can cry, if you want to cry, cry about it. Release all of that energy, whether it was negative energy, whatever that energy was in that relationship. Cry it out, let it out. If you don't want to cry, write it out. If you don't want to write it out, talk it out. For me, I cry and I write. So I would write out how that relationship made me feel, what I'm going to do differently moving forward in life, what are some goals I want to achieve before I even think about getting into another relationship. You know, really just reflect on the experience and allow yourself to let go of it, because again, there's no reason to hold on to that or to hold on to someone who you're no longer with. It's counterproductive. That's the word of the day, counterproductive. You could be using your time way more wisely than worried about what X, Y, and Z is doing. Yeah, he eating now. Sorry, quick change. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I upload. I should be posting. I know I always think I'm gonna be posting more, but I never do. But I did brainstorm some ideas, so hopefully I should be pushing out more content. And yeah, hit the bell so you know when I'm gonna post. And leave me a comment down below some tips that you might use to get over a breakup if I didn't mention it. Excuse me, I'm gonna expose everything, all my goodies. Make sure you like this video, and I will see y'all in my next one.